Hello, viewers. My name is Zach Hardy, and this is my uh, review for the July 4th, 2015 WWE special entitled Beast in the East. Um, the show, it was good. Uh, two quick things before I start. First of all, as mentioned before in the event, hashtag Cole and Saxton trended worldwide. So, of course, the audience loved hearing Byron Saxton and Michael Cole without JBL or anybody else. So, my request is please kick JBL off of Raw. And if we're going to do something, let's have JBL join with Jerry the King Lawler on SmackDown. We can just have Michael Cole and Byron Saxton. You want to know why? Because they are a great commentary team. They don't just talk about a bunch of bullshit. If they got the chance, they just talk about the match. They talk about anything really that matters. And I know Cole alluded to saying, you know what, might as well kick JBL off commentary and have you and I on Raw every week. We'll trend every single week. And I thought that wouldn't be a bad idea. Off of that subject, because it didn't really matter to this event, and I'm pretty much out of it, so this may not be the best review, and I apologize for that. But anyway, the main event should not have been John Cena and Dolph Ziggler versus Kane and King Barrett. The main event should have been Kevin Owens and Finn Balor. That's the match that should have ended the entire night. Not Dolph Ziggler and John Cena versus Kane and King Barrett. However, the tag team match was not the worst match. However, I did know that they were going to do that for the main event because why would the NXT Championship be defended in the main event when John Cena can be defended in the or can be fought or can fight in the main event? Right? No? Nobody? Hold on. There you go. Alright, looks better. Alright, anyway, let's get into the match. First match, Chris Jericho versus Neville. It was a good match. My notes were that it was slow paced to start, and it picked up towards the end. I enjoyed the match. I thought it was one of the better matches that I've seen Neville have. Chris Jericho won the match. Much to my dismay, I didn't quite think that. Chris Jericho would win. I thought it would be Adrian Neville winning, just because I don't see Chris Jericho doing much, and I don't understand why they would give him any wins over even younger talent when you could book him to lose to the younger talent and put them over. I don't see the interest in that. I don't see the special booking in that, and there wasn't a special booking. However, it was a great match. It was slow paced at the start. It was just a bunch of headlocks and lockups and chin locks, and then they would break free from it and they would go into another standoff. And then it was slow paced, and then it started kicking up when Chris Jericho and Neville would go flying out to the ring, and then Adrian Neville would fly over the ring, or Adrian Neville went to attempt the red arrow and missed all 3 times. He has 3 attempts. The time he missed, landed on Jericho's knees, and that's what allowed Jericho to get the walls of Jericho, and therefore, Chris Jericho was able to win. He beat Neville via tap out or via submission. That's never great. I don't like that. I don't like when that happens. But Chris Jericho won. Yay, I guess. It was a 4-star rated. It was a 4-star worthy match. The majority of the match was higher paced and it felt like a real match. And the beginning was just kind of like what you saw in the Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar in the beginning in the Brock Lesnar Goldberg WrestleMania 20 match. It was just a bunch of headlocks and they would break away from it. Then another headlock and they break away. 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 It was just all of that. So, yeah. Um, Next up, we had the second match, which was for the Divas Championship. Nikki Bella versus Paige versus Tamina. Ladies and gentlemen, Tamina Snuka is no longer Tamina Snuka. It is just Tamina. She has fallen into the Rusev curse, into the Neville curse, into the Cesaro push, the Cesaro curse. Who else? Who else had their names shortened either upon debuting or upon um whatever? I believe I want to say it was a diva. I know Cesaro had his name shortened. I know Rusev had his name shortened. Now Tamina has her name shortened. Neville had his name shortened. And who else was it? Who was it? Who was it? I can't remember. Um, Shit. I don't know. Somebody tell me in the comments below or in the comments who who the other man was that got his name shortened. I know it was now it's Tamina, but we also had Neville, Cesaro, Rusev, and somebody else. I don't know. I'll find out later. Anyway, Nikki Bella won, of course. What a surprise! 3-star worthy match. If you're looking at an actual contesting match, something that actually went on for a while and was treated like an actual match, not a squash beatdown, then it was the easily the lowest rated match on the card. However, if you were looking at all matches that were contested, it was definitely not the worst match on the card. That came next. Anyway, I hated the ending, which was just Tamina hitting a super kick on Paige, knocking her out of the ring, going for a superfly splash. Nikki Bella moved out of the way, and Nikki Bella hit her with a forearm and covered her for the win. And the match was just a clusterfuck. There was Paige and Nikki Bella teaming against Tamina, and then Nikki Bella teaming up against Paige and or teaming up with Tamina against Paige, or it was just a clusterfuck. And then Tamina would super kick Paige, and then Nikki Bella would chop the leg down from Tamina, and then Paige would hit Nikki Bella in the face. It was a clusterfuck. It was all something hard to keep track of and everything like that. But whatever. Nikki Bella won. Her quest for 300 continues. 3-star worthy match. Next match was the third match on the card. Oh boy. Brock Lesnar versus Kofi Kingston. Of course, Brock Lesnar won. This match doesn't need a rating because it wasn't an actual match. I liked how with Kofi Kingston versus Brock Lesnar, you had Kofi Kingston running out of the ring and having Brock Lesnar chase him, getting in the ring, drop kicking Brock Lesnar, and then Brock Lesnar would walk across the ropes and Kofi Kingston would drop kick him more, and he'd be like, and just clothesline the ever-living shit out of Kofi Kingston. German suplex, German suplex, German suplex, German suplex, German suplex. That's the story of Brock Lesnar's matches. And that was pretty much a story in there. And then Brock Lesnar won with an F5. Brock Lesnar wins. It's a squash match. Doesn't need one. I liked how they made it feel like Kofi Kingston actually had a chance of having a match. Not winning, but having a match with Brock Lesnar. But anyways, afterwards, Brock Lesnar went to send a message to Seth Rollins. He German suplexed Kofi Kingston again and again and an F5. And then Xavier Woods and Big E came out, and Xavier Woods got an F5, and Big E got an F5. So Brock Lesnar squashes the New Day. Why can't he do that to the Authority? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, all he really has for competition is a 300-pound pasty marshmallow, and then the other two are entrees. The other two, J and J Security, are entrees. I mean, they're pretty much like the breadstick. Anyway, Brock Lesnar won, of course. It was a squash match. Fourth match on the card should have been the main event. It was for the NXT Championship. Kevin Owens defended the NXT Championship against Finn Balor. Your winner and new NXT champion, Finn Balor. Finn Balor. It was a 5-star worthy match. This is the first time I've ever given a 5-star match. That's, yeah. Congratulations. And it was to the WWE before it was to USW. Anyway, it was an incredible match. It should have been the main event. There was nothing to complain about. There was also nothing that stood out. It was just a simple match. I loved how Japan has a tradition for a championship match where they throw streamers into the ring and both performers get a flower bouquet. Kevin Owens throws his out of the ring and up to the entrance ramp. Finn Balor tosses his to the ground when it's time for his excuse me, entrance when they go excuse me, from wherever, weighing in at 210 pounds, Finn Balor. He just tossed it around and did his demon pose, and they cleaned out the streamers from the ring and had a match. Finn Balor also almost got counted out because he got caught on a streamer or on a pile of streamers. He was trying to pick them out, but he was like, you know what, I'm getting in the ring. That way I don't get counted out, and I'll get him later. And Kevin Owens took him out for him. Anyway, it was a great match. Finn Balor won. Kevin Owens is now no longer the NXT champion, and Finn Balor walks with the NXT championship. That was a great match, 5-star worthy match. Moving on to the main event of the card. John Cena and Dolph Ziggler versus Kane and King Barrett. John Cena and Dolph Ziggler won. What a surprise. 4-star worthy match. Barrett and Kane worked well as a tag team, but this should have been the main event. Kane and King Barrett were just kicking Dolph Ziggler's ass at one point. We're kicking John Cena's ass at one point, and then John Cena made the tag to Brock Lesnar. To Dolph Ziggler, which at this point should have been the saving moment, and Dolph Ziggler should have been the savior, not John Cena. Whereas you tag him in, and then they go rampant and start beating down everybody, and then win the match for the team. No, that's not how the match should have gone about. But Dolph Ziggler got tagged in, and then he got taken over by Kane and King Barrett, and Kane and King Barrett were working well as a tag team. And then Dolph Ziggler made the tag to the healthy John Cena. And John Cena then was the savior and took everybody out because that's what John Cena does. He's Superman. He kicks everybody's ass. And hey, John, let me just tell you, you should have enjoyed Japan because those people will actually cheer for you. Those, excuse me, the majority of the crowd cheer for John Cena. You heard, let's go Cena, Cena sucks. Let's go Cena, Cena sucks. There was a whole group of probably people from a bachelor party or something with John Cena t-shirts and John Cena headbands and John Cena hats and John Cena armbands on. Well, you know what, John? We're back in the States for Raw and for the SmackDown taping and for the next Raw and for the next SmackDown taping and for Battleground. And then we're in the States for what's next after that? SummerSlam and Night of Champions and Hell in a Cell and Survivor Series and fucking TLC and then Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber or Fastlane, whichever one comes first. WrestleMania 32. I'll just count other pay-per-views. Backlash, Judgment Day, Vengeance, Great American Bash, SummerSlam, Unforgiven, No Mercy, Survivor Series, Armageddon. Man, do I wish. Well, I don't wish, but oh, yeah. Man, I want the pay-per-views we had from 2007 to come back. Those were the best pay-per-views, and now it's just a bunch of like stipulation-based pay-per-views. Anyway, John Cena was the savior of the whole match, and John Cena pinned King Barrett after he got hit with Dolph Ziggler's boot to the face, or super kick to the face, and an AA from John Cena. 1, 2, 3, John Cena wins. Solid match, solid show. Let me see. Show rating. I'm going to go ahead and say this show was 4-star worthy. You had one 5-star worthy match, and you had two 4-star worthy matches. And your opening match was a 4-star worthy match, and your closing match was a 4-star worthy match. The lowest grade you had was 3 stars, and that's because one of the matches didn't even need one because it didn't really apply to it. And then the worst was 3 stars, the best was 5 stars. Now, I don't think any USW pay-per-view I've reviewed or Chase has reviewed that has ever had 5 stars and through like the lowest grade be a 3-star or anywhere above, and the highest grade be a 4-star or be a 5-star. I don't think even USW has said that. So congratulations, WWE. You've done something like that. Alright, you can see I'm bored. I don't know why I haven't ended the video yet. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. This was my review on the July 4th, 2015 edition. I was about to say of Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching my review of the July 4th, 2015 WWE special entitled Beast, or Live Special from Tokyo, Japan, and labeled Beast in the East. I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions for me to answer in the next Cardiac Wrestling podcast on Tuesday, July 7th, 2015 at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, send them to unitards@gmail.com. It's my username, but with one more Z at the end. So it's UNITARDZZ@gmail.com. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Follow me on Twitter for latest updates on the channel and anything else. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, favorite, and subscribe for more. I am Zach Hardy, signing off.